How much support do you really need? Well, to find out, please stay tuned. There has been quite a debate. I read about it all the time, and there is not really agreement among a lot of singers and even pedagogues and vocal scientists and singers, all that. So I want to just tell you my opinion, what I think about how much support you need. Now, support is in conjunction with breathing. The inhalation process is one part of it, and then the exhalation process is part of it. So whenever you're inhaling, it should feel natural, easy, open. You shouldn't feel any strain on the inhalation part. When you breathe in the air, you should think of it as just not sucking it in actively, but really letting it fall in. It's almost like flowing freely. And while you do that, you need to make sure that your throat is open. If it's not, you hear, which is not good. It also puts strain on your vocal cords. You want to make sure it's open. You want to take your time whenever possible. And also you want to breathe deeply, meaning expanding your ribs. Now your diaphragm will also go down. It is a muscle that is horizontally down here. And it will go down. Your ribs will go out as you're inhaling. Your ribs meaning your front, your sides, and your back. If you put your hands around your ribs and you just naturally inhale and exhale, you feel that there is a natural expansion and then it goes in again. That is normal. That's what it should feel like in singing. However, when you go about your everyday life, you don't need to inhale as deeply as when you are singing, because when you're singing, you want to have as much air as possible in you so you can economize and sing long phrases. What is important though is that when you exhale, that's when you really need to increase your support. And depending on what kind of pitch you're singing, whether it's low or high, whether it's soft or really loud and intense, whether it's in chest voice or in high head voice, the intensity of your support will vary. It is not always the same. Now, I always say that you should always have this continuous support. There is a video about it. You can search for it, continuous support. After you inhale, that's when you really support your singing voice. But even between phrases or as you're inhaling and as you're going about the song, you're not always at this point of having this full support, but you need to have the basic continuous support, which is, it's the support you need to hold you in the good posture. So we've talked about it. When you collapse, not good. Lift your chest, leave your shoulders relaxed, your arms relaxed, your neck, your jaw relaxed, but lift yourself from the sternum. And you will notice that in order to have that posture, to keep it engaged, you have to use your muscles around your core, meaning your ab muscles, your back muscles. You use them. I can absolutely tell that I'm engaging them. Now, it's not like heavy sit-ups. That is not it. The heavy kind of sit-up kind of contraction, that's what you need whenever you're singing very high demanding repertoire that needs a lot of compression of the air. You have to remember that the vocal cords stretch and come closer together and close tighter the higher you sing. That is a natural process. So as you sing higher and the vocal cords come together tighter and tighter, there's less opening for the air to pass through, meaning the density of the air that comes through needs to be a lot more than a very low and relaxed tone like, now I'm relaxed, and while I have really continuous support, I don't have the feeling that I really have to engage it a lot yet. But whenever I'm singing high, for example, like a high head voice tone that is really maybe prolonged, or a coloratura passage where I'm really moving fast, I feel a big difference. There is a lot more engagement from my core because there's this compression that has to happen in order for me not to lean against my vocal cords with this like a lot of air, but with just a little amount of air. So when I sing that high head voice tone, it's more like so that was a piano. I tried to make it not loud, and the engagement is so much higher than see, it's a low intensity, low pitched tone. There's this debate going on that breathing should be easy and support should feel like you're not working at all. And then on the other side, there's some who say, well, it should be highly engaged. And I think it's everything. It's everything and in between. So it's all true, but I think it really does matter whether you're singing a low and breathy tone. You need that continuous, always basic support for the good posture and to control the air that flows through so that it's a very even and steady flow of breath. But you also need that very highly engaged, tight muscle kind of support that happens when you sing very high demanding repertoire. And I feel like that literally, and I have decades of experience in singing opera professionally, singing pop and rock professionally, singing musical theater professionally, and it totally does depend on the kind of repertoire you're singing. When I sing kind of a very relaxed, jazzy, relaxed kind of piece, I don't need as much work in my core, in my midsection, as I do if I'm singing a power ballad or an opera aria. That is just the case. And whenever I have been in the studio trying to sing high impact repertoire with high pitches, fast moving stuff, high intensity, loud tones, forte, I always felt literally after I was through singing, like right after, I literally felt like I had just done 200 sit-ups. I could feel the muscles literally burn, like I had just worked out like crazy. That's my experience, and it has always worked for me. So I want you to not think of getting tight and tense, but I want you to think of it really does vary whether I'm singing here or there, depending what you do. I hope this helped you today. I would love to see you in my Facebook group if you're not already in there. It's called Master Your Voice. There's tons of singers from all over the world, all levels. And every Thursday you can post a video of yourself singing and share, and you will get a lot of feedback and motivation. It's really fun. Also, if you want to find out how to work with me personally, you can just go to masteryourvoice.tv. There's also lots of free resources. There's free audio warm-ups, audio files that you can download. There's free courses, 7 Days to Perfect Support, for example, how to rock your audition. I got tons of free resources that you can get, and also you can find out how to work with me personally. Thank you. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe for more. I will see you next time. Until then, always keep on singing and always keep a song in your heart. Bye.